Hi friends, you're welcome to the Tailor's Hub. Alright, so in this video I'll be showing you how I made this 6 pieces top with a built-up neckline and a lapel. Alright, so if this is your first time on this channel, you're welcome. Please do well to subscribe, turn on your notification so you know when a new video is uploaded. And then to our existing subscribers, I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, liking the videos. You are all appreciated. All right, see you in the next slide. I've already cut out the 6 pieces top. You can see the stay is already in it. Okay, so I want to show us how I came about this. I've already cut it out. But so in order to achieve this, I want us to see how I came about this. Okay, so this is the pattern. This is what I used as my own pattern, a carton that I used to cut that particular 6 pieces blouse. But we're not going to be using a carton. We're not going to be using a cardboard paper. So I just want to show us how we came about this. The first thing I did, as you can see in this line that I wrote, is from the starting line. This is the starting line. This is the place that I want to start from. I ruled 4.5 inches. Okay, 4.5. This will be, if you notice, there's a built-up collar on the style that also transcends into the lapel and all. To achieve that built-up collar, is this my 4.5? Then this would be my shoulder line, right? So this line that I ruled is the center front. I'm going to be adding the zip allowance because the zip is at the front. So I'm going to be adding zip allowance, but this is the center, the line for the middle of the blouse where the zip is going to sit. All right. So now I had already started marking it before I remember that my camera was not on. Okay, I marked 11 inches. Is for that lapel. Is the lapel will go all the way from the shoulder line. Don't worry, when we get there you understand. But let me bring out the pattern that I'd already cut before so that I can use it to explain to you. This lapel, you know, this place is to be folded. It's going to be folded like this. So from the shoulder, from this place to this place, is that 11 to shape out this thing, this lapel from the built-up collar neck line. To shape it is where I measured that 11. So let's continue. So I've measured that. This is the 11 where we're going to be shaping our lapel alongside with the collar. Okay, that being said, under the lapel line, I'm going to be adding my zipper allowance. This is the zipper allowance. Okay, so I'm going to be ruling it down. All right, that's for that. I can finish it up as we go on. Okay, so now the next thing to do now is from the shoulder line. Remember, this is the shoulder line. Start all your vertical measurements. The vertical measurements includes the shoulder to the nipple point, shoulder to under bust, your half length, the length of the blouse, all the lengths. In fact, they are the vertical measurements. So I'm going to be measuring starting with the armhole length. This is the shoulder line. My armhole length, okay, of course, I am going to be using 9 inches. Okay, please follow me. Then from the shoulder line, I'm going to be measuring, after the shoulder line rather, I'm going to be measuring the shoulder to the nipple point. That's on the point where I'm going to be measuring my bust measurement. This is the shoulder to the nipple point. After then, we go ahead and measure shoulder to the under bust, which is 13. Okay, by the way, for this material, this style, though it's a blouse, but it consumed a lot of material. I think about 3 yards or almost 3 yards to make a 6 pieces blouse. So we measure from the shoulder to the under bust. Shoulder to under bust of this person is 13 inches. As you can see, I'm already adding I like adding sewing allowance just once and for all. This is I'm making it 13.5. Okay, 13.5. Then the half length, which is shoulder. Well, some people make their half length shoulder to navel. I take it a little higher. So shoulder to navel is 6 of this person is 16. So I make it 16.5. 16.5. All right. Then the length of the blouse. The length of the blouse, which is 25 thereabouts, is 20. Let's say the length of the blouse is 25. So you add allowance. I make it 26. So we rule our blouse length. Okay. So having done all of that, remember this is the zipper. I've told you, let me come again so that we can all understand. All these lines, don't let it confuse you about these ones. This is the middle line. Okay, this is the middle line, or the center. This is the center. All right, and this is the zip allowance. The zipper allowance ends, somewhere where the lapel is going to end. Okay, this place. All right, so let's get to work. We have done, having done all of that, so go to the middle line and measure the back measurements, or the shoulder to shoulder measurement, whatever you call it. So shoulder to shoulder of this particular person is 14 inches. If you divide 14 into 2, you have 7. Then I add half inch for the sewing allowance. Okay, so that's for the shoulder. Okay, connect it to the armhole, armhole the armhole that we measured. The first measurement I measured from the shoulder when I started, I've connected it to it. All right, so that's for that. Then you now start all the measuring, all the horizontal measurements, which consist of the bust, the waist. We have measured the shoulder to shoulder, which is part of the horizontal measurements, the necklines and all. The bust of this particular person is 35. All right, so we measure 35 into 4 is 8.75. Can you see 8.75? Then I measure it, I add all my allowance. I'm going to be adding up to like 3.5 inches allowance. You know why? As we go on. Okay, extend the armhole line to the allowance. All right, like that. Then come to the underbust, and measure the waist. So the same way you divide waist for this person, both her underbust and the waist is on. I'm going to be, when I mean the waist, I'm talking about the half length, the width of the half length, where the half length ends. Okay, so this is 27 is our waist. 27 divided into 4 is 6.75. So I'm going to be adding up to 4.5 inches allowance. You know why as we go on. Okay, so, and then the hip, sorry, the underbust, then the half length, round half length, the circumference of the half length is also 27. So I'll do the same thing I did here for this place. Okay, then I go ahead and add 4.75. So this is the trick. This is the way I'm going to just rule a straight line down from this waist. So I'm not going to be doing anything to the remaining parts. All right, for now. Okay, so after we have gotten all the, we have done, this is the first step. Then, the 6 pieces is like a princess dart bustier. It's a princess dart bustier. So I go ahead and mark all my curves. So this is the, from the shoulder line to the nipple point. Let's get it again. This is the nipple point. So I measure my dart, the nipple to nipple measurement on the shoulder to the nipple point. Nipple to nipple measurement for this person is 7.5, which is 3.75. Add half inch to that, 4.25. All right, the same thing. I rule a line. I'm going to be ruling it down at least up to the half length, then down as well. Okay, so that's that. So from then I come to the shoulder. From the shoulder, this is the way I do my own princess dart bustier. From the shoulder I measure 6 inches. Okay, then I connect this my dart, all right, to the 6 inches. Okay, then I go in here by 1.5 from my 6 inches. I want to shape out my princess dart bustier. I shape it out 1.5 inches like this. Okay, mind you, we haven't marked the armpits. This is the armhole. Go in here by at least half an inch. Okay, and mark our arm hole. Okay, so then to tighten the underbust, go in also by at least 1 inch to 1.5 inches, depending on how firm you want it to be. You can use a ruler if you have one. I don't usually use a ruler. I do it like this, and it works really fine for me. But if you are unable to do this, just use a ruler to mark your underbust, to shape in your under bust. Okay, that's that. I'm very sure some of my colleagues will be this will be easy for them to do. Or if you're a beginner, you might need to go over it again and again and practice as many times as possible. Then also at the half length, go in also by 1.5 inches. Take a look at this. Then roll out your 1.5 inches from that under bust down. Okay, so this is it. This is it basically. We are done with the body. All right, so let's come to the neckline and the lapel. So to cut out the lapels and everything at the neckline, from this middle line now, you come out by 2 up to like 2 1/4. Okay, then also for just add everything together, that's 2 4.5 from this middle line, 2 1/4, then 2 1/4 also out and to the side. Look at it. Okay, that's for that. Then you roll this line, take it up to the built up collar. Okay, then you do your shoulder slope. Remember this is the shoulder, so from the end of this shoulder go down by 1 inch. All right, and you see that this is a very soft material, that's why I had to be dragging it again and again. So this is what I have to show you how that was done. All right, so now we have done the shoulder slope. Okay, from here now, from this front side to this 11 that I told you about initially, okay, we are going to be ruling a line. You connect it. So sorry, don't mind the material, just focus and take a look at how it is. Okay, can you see that? You can use a ruler to have achieve a perfect line. Okay, so that's one. Then you now go in, slant it from this place. Now you can come up again by at least, let's say, 1 or half an inch. Come up by half an inch so that you can make a slanting. Then you can go down here by another half an inch. Okay, and slant it and connect it to this middle line. Connect it to the middle line. Look at it. Connect it to the middle line. You can see. Connect them. Then because of your zipper allowance, you have to make an opening here. You have to make an opening here so that when you are sewing, okay, look at it. This is the zipper allowance. This is where you are going to be placing your zip on. So you are cutting out this place. When you sew, whenever you want to use the lining to turn it, you are going to turn. This is like a V. You turn out this V neck, like this little V that is here, so that you can get to where your zip is. So we can cut it now. This is the first step. The most important, this is the foundation. So the other part is just a very easy one. And also to cut the back, the way I do mine is just, I'm going to just fold in, closing this place out. Let's cut the front first then. Sorry, I also forgot to tell you that you should come out here by at least 1 inch. I forgot to mention it. You should actually come out here by 1 inch, because by the time you cut and you're about to join it, it will not be the same measurement again. It would have reduced for this curved part. So when you add to it, it balances to the measurement of the center front. All right, it was just right on time. Before I remembered, I would have cut it out. All right, so one of the reasons for adding enough allowance is so that you have something to, because by the time you cut out and cut out and cut out, it would have reduced, and you start joining, you have something to fall back on. So okay, so next, I'm using to show you how this is done. Okay, so this side cut out. Then please don't go and mistakenly cut out the middle line. No, don't mistakenly cut out the middle line. The cutting should be from the zip allowance, right? Okay, please keep this being kind of about this, please. Please get to this, right? Then cut after that. This is like that. Enter into the built up line. Sits. Okay, of course you shape the that line. Okay, sorry guys, I need to quickly come back and show you a few things. So as you can see this, I've already cut it out. I'd totally forgotten that I was not supposed to cut out this upper part. All right, so what I was supposed to do, sorry, okay, this line that I extended up, I was supposed to cut it this way because it's a built up neckline. Take a look at it and then cut it like this and continue this way. But it's not too late, it's just a pattern. Then this one is supposed to come just up like this, straight down like this. Okay, so what you are going to do is to spread out your fabric. Remember that this is supposed to be doubled. So now the space, take a look at the space between these two, is up to like 6 inches. All right, you can make it wider depending on how full you want the fish design to be. If you want it to be very full, that means you add a lot of material. You can do, you add a lot of material. You make, let's say this is about 6.5 inches. Okay, then I left on this other side, okay, on the end of the side front is about 3 inches as well, so that we can use it to shape the 6 pieces. All right, so from here now, because this is 6 inches or 6.5, divide this into two. You have 3 point 1/4 thereabout. Okay, this is it. Then add your half length at the measurement where the half length ends, this place. Okay, connect it like this, just slant it, bam. That's just that. Then the same thing, do the same thing for this one. All right, connect it like this. Look at it. So let me cut this center front first, so I can focus on the side. And you bring this, let's bring it close. Look at it. This one is just not by the, it's by the two sides. All right, you also you bring it out here. Look at it. I trust that you can see it. Okay, so now go ahead and cut it out. So that it will not have too much sharp edges. All right, look at the way it's looking now. So I like to shape, you shape out the space a little. You also go ahead and shape the front a little. Okay, that's it. You can do the same for the center front as well. Shape it, don't let it be too pointy. I think that's the word. Shouldn't be too pointy. There. So we have shaped that. This is what we have. So that's what we have. So now I'm going to cut the way I cut my back. You see this one, I'm going to cut it exactly like that, but I'll just shape out the bustier part. I'll shape it away. Then for this one, all I do is to close this from this zipper allowance. Now this is about 1.5 inches. I close it. Let's go ahead and do it so that you see. I'm going to be doing that. Let me pin it. That's the easiest way if you want to find a lazy way. I think that's the word to do this. And it turned out I've never had any complaints for years. Folding the lapel like this. All right, and then bend the built-up collar neckline. So we can now go ahead and cut the back. Can you see what I did? For the back, you may not necessarily need to let it have a joining at the center. Just fold it into two. Then place this one on it. This one will not be enough. I would have done it exactly like that. Place it on it like this. Let it align with it here. All right, but because we're just showing you how to do it, I'll just cut a single one. But remember, when you want to cut yours, fold it into, it doesn't necessarily need to have a joining for the back at the center, like this. So just be mindful so that you don't mistakenly cut out any part of this thing that you have cut. Please let the armhole of the back come out a little bit more than the front. I like using the layman's language. Okay, let it come out a little. So and I go ahead and do the same for the side. You need 4 of this for both both the front and the back. 2 for the front, 2 for the back. All right, you're going to be cutting it exactly like this. I kept repeating it, but there's no need to cut another one. If after cutting you remove the 2 for the front, a pair for the front, then you shape out this place like this. You can mark it. This is where the dart ends, okay, or begins. You connect it to it. You shape out that curve part that you, let me mark it well so that you can see it. That's it. So you shape it out. Once you have done that for the other pair, for the remaining 2, you have the back. That's it. This back, it should be exactly like the front. The only thing that is different is that you shape out this thing that I just shaped out. That's all. I've already cut it, you know. This is the back. See what I was explaining to you. This is the front, and this is the back. You see that it looks the same. It's only this place that is different. So I'll go ahead and join everything now. Of course, I'll show you the end results of how it eventually turned out. So you can add any kind of sleeve. You can add this little cap sleeve. Well, I've seen all kinds of sleeve bell. I've seen many types. So you can add it. I'm going to be adding it just a straight sleeve on mine. As I was telling you that there's no need to have a joining, and we see the way mine is. Okay, so this is I've joined. I just want to show you step by step the joining before I couple everything. This is it. All right, that's the back. This is the front where the zipper will be. Look at this, is one side of it. This is the, of course, the collar. So I've joined the lining also the same way the front, the cloth is the way. Let me show you just one of the lining so that we won't waste so much time. This is the lining, exactly the way the cloth is, both the back and the front. The lining is the same. We're going to go now. I'm going to, of course, go now and turn the neckline. All right. So what the next thing to do now is just to turn, see this neck. I'm going to turn this neckline. So from here, don't close this place yet. Of course, you're going to be joining it to the other one. So you sew from here this way, then okay, sew it here, enter into this V that I told you about, then bring it out like this. All right, so we're coming back. The back, of course, you're not going to be turning the neckline because I'll show you when we get there. Okay, so this is what we have now. I want you to, before I finish joining everything, I just want you to take a look. This is this V place I was telling you about. You can see that I've joined it, and the zipper will enter into this place, so that I'll use the lining to turn it. Okay, to go in this way. It's going from this sharp edge here, and then it has been joined. Also, the color of the lining should be the color you want it to want, because this lapel is going to be like this. Look at it. It's going to be like this. This is it. This is the way it's going to look. So the color here should be whatever you want. In my case, I want it to be this bright royal blue on this fabric. So the color, the contrast that you want. If you want the exact fabric, or you make this in your lining, so that by the time you turn, you have this. Okay, so this is it. This is what we have. You can see this place, the two were joined together. I hope you understand that. So the next thing we're going to do now is to spread this place like this. I want you to bring it back. Look at it. This place, this square shape place is what we are going to be joining to this back. So what we're going to be joining to this place. So what we'll do now, what you'll do is to open it like this, and then pin it. Make sure that the mark notch the center. I've notched mine of the back, and let the center align to this joining here. Okay, so we're going to be joining it like this. All right, let's go ahead and do it. And I'm also doing the same for the lining. I'll join the lining to the lining and the cloth to cloth. Here we are. So as you can see, I've joined the neck, the shoulders. I've joined it. Let me show you from the lining. It has a brighter color. You see it's clearer. You can see this, my lining has a joining. The back has a joining at the center, so you will see it that the joining aligns to the joining on the shoulder. All right, so there's one more thing I'd also like to let you know. The 4.5 that I added, you know, the 4.5 that I added as the length from here to here. Let me show you on the other side. The 4.5 that I added as the length of this collar from here, you know, it was somewhere like this. So it was to be on the safe side, because the width of this neckline is just about 5 inches. So I trimmed it down to 5 inches, to 2.5 on both sides, which amounts to 5 inches. So this joining, you know, I cut it down. So you can, if you want to be on the safe side like me, can add enough allowance from the beginning, or you just go ahead and calculate your neckline. There's a few more things to do. This blouse is almost ready. Is to hold the sides, join the sides, add your zip. So I'm going to be measuring the sides now. So we trace out. You can see I've placed the front on the back like this. I'm going to do the same for the other side. And the way I sew my clothes, I'm also going to do the same for the lining. Alright, so this is it though. You can see the inside. Alright, the effect of the crinoline. Alright, so this is it. So the few more things to do now. I decided to show you guys this, to show you people this before I proceed to iron it. This lace needs a lot of ironing. This color, I want you to see it well. It needs a lot of ironing. So you bend it to be bent like this, okay, and it comes this way. So I'll go now and give it a thorough ironing, and it goes like this. Then after I iron it, then I add the sleeves. I'm going to join the sleeves. You can see that our 6 pieces top is ready. Take a look at it. All right.